There in need of a lift. Arsene Wenger and Arsenal were in need of a lift coming to this one at the San Siro. Few gave them much of a chance, but Stefan Freund, it's been the perfect 45 for Arsene Wenger and Arsenal.
Yeah, and the first goal helped a lot. A little bit lucky deflected shot, but then they've been in the game and they look solid, strong. Difficult for Milan to create chances, only 3 half chances, and Arsenal look really dangerous on the counter-attack, and the last 5 minutes of the first half been outstanding.
Just the way they were able to contain Milan, frustrate, but then to find a way to get in front early on, that's what's given Arsene Wenger's side the belief, it would seem. Mkhitaryan, as you said, got a deflection.
That's a bit luck, but the quality of Mkhitaryan to come inside, Calabria have to know that he will go on his right foot, direct from Özil, and then 1-against-1 onto his strong right foot. Yeah,
but that's it, from that point onwards, it's been all Arsenal. Is this because they're playing well, or is it Milan have been under par?
No, I think to go 1-0 up in Milan after 15 minutes, it was an open game in the beginning.
Don't forget
and
Milan,
the first goal, I think, is important in games like that, because you know if you go 1-0 down, and then the crowd is behind the team, and you score, and you need an away goal, I think, in games like that, then it is easier, and you have the confidence back. They lost against Brighton, and now you could see Arsenal grow as a team in the second half, and you can see how they can play good football, one-touch football, but a lot of times after Milan lost the ball. So normally Arsenal is a team that they have a lot of possession, but here it is a counter-attacking football, and it's great to see because Mkhitaryan, Welbeck, look at his pace, and of course Welbeck can improve in front of the goal, but today I think it's his game. Counter-attacking football, pace, physically strong, that's the Welbeck I think suits Arsenal a lot.
You see, he's like a leader of the line, isn't he, rather than being a goal poacher like an Aubameyang or a Lacazette.
Yes, exactly, but he can keep the ball better than Aubameyang, example. For me, if all 3 are fit, Lacazette is the best. Aubameyang is a player that you use for counter-attacking football. Today would suit Aubameyang also that game. But to have that 3 options is great. And not for the European League, Aubameyang can't play, but Lacazette maybe is coming back. I think he's a really good striker too.
Arsene Wenger looked a relieved man. 4 straight defeats coming in. How much did he need that?
It was massive for the whole club, I think, and to have the option to win the European League, that's really important, especially against AC Milan, one of the big guns, to win in San Siro 2-0, that will help everyone at the moment.
I just wonder, where has that been coming from? Where have Arsenal produced that performance when it's been so weak over recent weeks?
Yeah, 3 defeats in a row, but 2 times against Man City, the outstanding side at the moment in England. Of course, the game against Brighton, that was shocking to watch from an Arsenal point. But the quality of the team shows that they can bounce back, and to do it in San Siro, I think it is really strong. And we saw the first goal. Sometimes you need a little bit match luck, deflected a shot from Mkhitaryan, from Bonucci, you 1-0 up after 15 minutes. And soon the confidence is back, soon you can play good football again. That's how it is sometimes.
This isn't new for Arsene Wenger. He's been in situations like this before, but 2018 has been particularly unkind to the Frenchman. 4 wins in 14. That includes defeats to the likes of Nottingham Forest, Östersund. But if he could win this competition, would that turn it all around for Wenger?
It would be. To play in the Champions League, that's the main target for Arsenal every year. So they couldn't do it last season. They finished 5th. Now they're 13 points behind Tottenham Hotspur. That's a nightmare for all the supporters. And it looks like they have no chance in the Premier League. And to win the European League, remember Manchester United last season? I was there in the final, and they finished 6th. But they won the silverware, they won the European League, they're in the Champions League now, last 16. And I think you can grow with that silverware. And of course, Arsenal is one of the favourites still.
Are the expectations from Arsenal fans slightly tough in that they've won, 3 FA Cups in the last 4 years? They could theoretically do well in this competition. They generally have qualified for the Champions League every year under Wenger. What do Arsenal fans want? Do they have to win the league to keep the fans there happy?
Yeah, I think that's the problem now, because the expectations are high, because you won so much silverware in the past. But as a former Spurs, in 4 years to win 3 times the FA Cup, I think that's massive too. You only qualified for the European League. I think that's the problem. And financially, the pressure is up. You have to play Champions League with a team like this, but it is the strongest league, the Premier League, to be qualified. Chelsea at the moment 5th. They won the league last season. I think they're in trouble now to finish top 4. So that's why it's really tough to be qualified for the Champions League, because Tottenham gets stronger and stronger every season. 3rd last year, or 2 years ago, now last year 2nd. And Man City, Man United, strong.
Huge budgets as well.
Yeah, exactly. Financially really strong. And Liverpool with Jurgen Klopp, I think they're doing really well. And I think they have a good chance to be qualified too over the league. So that lifts the pressure, especially for Arsenal. And I can understand the supporters, that they think it's time to change something. But it's also, in respect, don't forget what he did in the past. So if you're a supporter, you like to win silverware. And to win 3 times the FA Cup in 4 years, I still believe that's a massive achievement to win the FA Cup.
But the job not quite done. Lesson to be learned from the North London rivals, Tottenham, of course, from the previous night.
Yeah, but I think a 2-0 is a massive result. The third one would kill the game off. If Milan goes 1-0 up in the Emirates, then of course it's possible to come back. But overall, I saw a really strong, solid Arsenal team. And they bounce back. I think that's really important after 3 defeats in a row. And I think they will go through.